Guys, I just wanted to share this with y'all. I learned it earlier this week and I showed Allie today, and hopefully this can help y'all kind of remember your lab values with some quirky little things. So we'll start up here. You can think of white blood cells as a wedding, so WW, and you're gonna have 5,000 to 10,000 people at your wedding. Well, if you have that many people at your wedding, you're gonna need platelets. You're gonna need 150,000 plates to 400,000 plates to feed all those people. Hemoglobin, you have 12 to 14 in females and 16 to 18 in males. So think about it this way. Girls, we typically go for those older guys because their brains are a lot more like ours. So think like a 12-year-old would go for someone a little bit older. Same thing down here with the hematocrit. I know that's a little hard to see because I wrote in pink. But same thing with that. 37 to 47 for a female, 42 to 52 for a man. They're just a lot more mature when they're older. So just think of it that way. And we come down here to what Lori called salty buns. So Na is your sodium. I really don't have a quirky way to remember that other than staying up all night to study for tests every week makes me hella salty. Chloride, you really only want to go in a pool when it's 95 to 105 degrees, so that's a good way to remember that one. Your BUN or your bun, you're going to have 10 to 20 buns when you have a cookout at your house. Potassium, okay, bananas. You usually get 3.5 to 5 in a bunch. I don't really think you get half of a banana, but that's a good way to think of it. I don't really know where she got the coffee creamer thing, but you can think of your bicarb and your creatinine as your coffee and your creamer. So you drink the most coffee when you're 20 to 29 because you're doing things like nursing school, and you don't want to put too much creamer in your coffee, so you're going to put 0.8 to 1.4. Your glucose, I don't have a fun way to remember this one either, but normally, and I messed up on this, so ignore that, but it's 64 to 128 for normal, and then 74 to 106 for fasting. All right, and then we move down here, and we're going to have our PT, preteen, which is your 10 to 12-year-olds, and then your PTT, past those teens, to 30 to 45. It's a good way to remember those. Calcium, like Jamie said, call 911. White or red blood cells, I don't really have another fun way to remember that. You can just kick out the decimal if you can remember it that way and use the age thing like I talked about earlier.